Happy Sunday and happy full moon to everyone. I am here in Beit Roga, and I am about to start my work week, which I'm very excited about because what's been coming up for me lately is to really get the flower essences of Beit Roga Gardens out there. So I put them up on my website 2 weeks ago, and so they are available to the world to look at and to bring in the power and the beauty of them. And I decided that every couple of days I'm going to introduce a new flower from the Beit Roga Gardens range, and two of them are actually calling to me right now, so maybe we'll do two. But basically every flower, just for those of you who are not so familiar with flower essences, every flower has its own unique energy and support that it provides whoever is next to it. Basically, you just have to sit next to the plant or flower in order to feel its energy. We bottle this energy in order to just make it more available, so we can have it when we're not near the plants. We can have it if we live in a country that doesn't have that plant. If the plant grows in the summer but not in the winter time, bottling that energy just makes it available to us whenever we might want to have it. So we do ship overseas, which is, again, part of the reason that flower essences can go global once they're in that bottle. You don't have to be sitting in the garden to actually get their energy. So the two that are calling to me today, before I go and get started with the list of things that I've set up for myself to get the flower essences really more out there and more well known, are Joy and Red Mandovilla, which are next to each other. They're across from each other. So we're going to start with Joy. I'm just going to turn the camera around. Some of you may have seen the pictures because hold on, it's not turning around. I just made this essence last week. Here we go. This is Joy, and this flower has been a mainstay of my garden since we moved here. They're called Mapaliot Petunia, waterfalls of petunias. They are the perennial version of a petunia. Petunia is just a seasonal plant, and this is the plant. It comes back year after year. Hello, whoever's sending me hearts. I can't see who's watching, but whoever that is, thank you. So this plant is, sorry, I got confused for a second. I paused because now I'm thinking annuals, perennials. I'm pretty sure it's I'm used to the terms in Hebrew. Perennials are the ones that come back year after year. Anyway, so these beautiful darlings are a gorgeous, gorgeous pink color. They range in a very, very pale pink to a more blushing kind of pink, more brighter pink. And they're really just a gorgeous, delicate flower that just gives off joy. Even though I've had this in my garden for years, ever since I've been making flower essences for sure, I've not yet been called to make her essence, and just this past week I was. So now she is bottled, and if anyone wants just to add a little boost of happiness, joy to their day, to their lives, you just take a dose or come and sit next to these flowers and you feel your spirits get raised. So that is Joy, and she's not yet available on my site because she just got bottled. Okay, there are no open flowers of the Red Mandovilla right now, but the story behind this Red Mandovilla, whose essence is grounding. This flower is all about being grounded, having strong roots in the ground, which keeps us feeling stable, focused. It helps us be able to manifest and bring into the physical realm our thoughts and our ideas and our dreams. So she's great to take if you're feeling scattered, if you're feeling like you're just moving through your days, moving from one thing to the next, and you're never able to just really sit down and focus on what it is that you want. So this is great, like people who are just starting to do morning meditations, really start to get an intention out for their day. This is a great essence to start the day with, to take when you're doing those morning meditations. And again, for whenever you're just feeling scattered, feel like you need a little bit of grounding. So the flowers, I can post a flower later of what the flower looks like when it's open, but you see that it's a red color, which is also a grounding color. Actually, some of them, when they're open, have more of a fuchsia look to them, a pinkish look to them. But in general, this is red Mandovilla, that's the name of the flower. And its petals are very exotic when it opens up, and it has a very, very deep chalice before it opens into a beautiful petaled flower. And the chalice is an orange yellow, so when you have the feeling when you look into the flower of a great depth, and again that lends to the grounding. It holds a lot of energy and it grounds that energy down, it pulls that energy in, and the orange yellow just reminds you of the sun, and those reflect the sacral and the solar plexus chakras, and the red is the root chakra. So this is